All right, Strez, this one's going to be tough. Mount Rushmore of college football rivalries in no particular order. Give me your fourth.
My fourth one, honestly, I feel like they are always trying to battle it out with the one that is, in my opinion, the greatest rivalry in all of sports. But give me the Iron Bowl. There's a lot of good history there. A lot of really fun, iconic moments have happened in the Iron Bowl. And if there's a rivalry that's intense enough for someone to drive to the opposing team's town and kill the trees on their campus, it's probably worth being on our Mount Rushmore.
I'm going to go Florida, Georgia on my list. Those two teams absolutely hate each other, and there have been stretches where both of them were unbelievable. Series record 49-41-2, and it's nicknamed the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. So shout out Florida, Georgia.
For my next pick on my Mount Rushmore, give me the Army-Navy game. That is a day that the entire college football fan base watches the same game because it's the only game on TV for the most part that weekend. And it's just a historic matchup. 125 total meetings. The president's always at the game. That's just a game that I think everybody needs to be able to sit down and watch as a rivalry game.
My number two, I'm going to be a little controversial here. I'm going to do the best rivalry that USC has. USC, UCLA. Rivalries need to have some sort of regional thing to them. And I think UCLA, USC is a better rivalry. Both teams, iconic uniforms. I absolutely love that one.
Classic Big Ten matchup too, you know.
That's weird to say now.
So weird to say. For me, at my third pick, give me Oklahoma, Texas. That one is one of the best rivalries in sports. I think it's up there in probably the top 5 rivalries in all of sports. Dates back way too far, and it's a game that has a historic winner, but there's also more recent success on the other side in that rivalry as well. So give me Oklahoma, Texas.
I'm also going to put Oklahoma, Texas on my Mount Rushmore. I live in Oklahoma. We mark that one on the calendar, and kind of the rest of the country does too. So that always makes it fun when you feel like the eyes of the entire nation's on you. Split it to 50. Neither of those fan bases enjoy each other, and the color burnt orange makes me want to throw up. So OU, Texas makes my list.
And the final college football rivalry that's going to be on my Mount Rushmore, I don't know how much more obvious I can make it other than wearing my Buckeye Nation hat. It is the game. It's the rivalry that is referred to by the game because everybody knows exactly what game you're talking about. Ohio State, Michigan. It's a bloodbath. My dad's a Michigan fan. I'm a Buckeyes fan. We don't talk to each other for a week leading up to that game. And last year, after that game was over, I didn't talk to my dad for 8 days after that game is over. It's just, it is the greatest rivalry in all of sports, not just college football.
I'm also going to put Ohio State, Michigan on my list, especially the last couple of years with pepper spraying players and fights and things like that. I think that's wild. You got the Michigan with the sign stealing thing. You got some Ohio State that spent the most on any roster maybe in college football history. So that rivalry has even had some layers added to it the last couple of years. I'm going to put that one on my list. Honorable mentions, Florida State, Miami. Especially in the 90s when those two schools were trucking. I think that one makes the list. I'm also going to make it very clear that USC Notre Dame is not making my list. I think it's a trash rivalry. I don't think any part of it makes sense. And for my OU fans, Oklahoma State would have made my list if Mike Gundy would stop being a baby and play that game every year as an out-of-conference game.